What is up, everybody?
Hey,
welcome back to the pod. So, obviously, as you can see, we have a special guest in the studio. Welcome, everybody, Mom. Round of applause, because we're 12 and that's how we do it. So, plot twist, we're not talking Universal.
We'll get to that.
I know that's what you guys expected, and we will absolutely. I have another episode I planned by myself, and then we'll have another episode where we get the collab in. We get Mom's perspective of what it was like to work for that frickin' place. And then that's a whole different thing. But today, we're bringing it all the way around. And we're talking Drag Race. Now, I know you're thinking, Dallas, what the fuck does Drag Race have to do with December? What does that have to do with the holidays? What does that have to do with the festivities? And I'm gonna fucking tell you, first of all, if anybody has ever heard of Jinx Monsoon and Ben de la Creme, they have had a Christmas show running, the Jinx and Dela show, for, I'm pretty sure, over 10 years. I did not fact check that. If anybody else wants to, have at it, girl, I don't care. But Murray and Peter have also been doing Drag Queen Christmas every year for at least 10 years, and I know that for sure. I also, because of what Drag Race means to me personally and the way that people feel about the holiday season, is it's about bringing people together, and it's about, sharing the things that mean the most to you. And for me, my entire life, almost, definitely more than half so far, I have been obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race. Drag queens have been a huge piece of my life for a really long time. They inspire me to be every piece of myself that I have ever been. So for me, that's a big part of the holiday season. That is a big part of what goes into what it means to care about other people. I think that drag queens, and not even just necessarily drag queens, but the people that exist within the LGBTQIA plus community, are some of the most welcoming, inclusive, loving people that exist on this planet. Being a part of that community is more than just going to drag shows and going down to West Hollywood and getting hammered. It's about showing up for the community when it matters. It's about spreading love and positivity and inclusion whenever you can. I know all of the time we talk about how much a hater I am, and I get a lot of that from this bitch right here to my side. We're haters. It is what it is, and I have fully accepted that as part of my life. I do also kind of love that part of myself. I think it makes a lot of who I am. I'm very careful about the things that I do and the choices that I make and the people that I let into my life.
We're only haters for those who deserve it.
Thank you. If you're a piece of shit, just go away. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it just is what it is. But anytime that I have ever been in a space of inclusion is where I have always felt the most myself. And that started when I started watching RuPaul's Drag Race at the age of 12. I met my first gay friend in middle school. I don't know that he'll ever watch this, if this is even the name he still associates by or the pronouns he still uses. But at the time when we were little beans, his name was Noah. One of my favorite people that I've ever met in my entire life, has continued to inspire me to be the person that I am.
Everyone needs to be who they are. I don't care what it is. And you need to be happy and authentically yourself, because that's the only way you're going to live this world without being depressed. And even that will happen. And I know that because we all go through those types of things. I've been there. I could possibly be there now. A lot of us go through that stuff, but it helps you to not have to be that. And I always wanted to be that open and accepting person. And I wanted to teach my kids that, because I wanted to set that example. I grew up with some people in my life that were not very accepting. So, luckily my mom was too. I will have to say that, crazy enough, because my mom is Mormon. And so,
me and Grandma got beef.
But she was very accepting of anybody. It didn't matter. So did teach me that.
There was no emotional, sexual, or kind of just like menial oppression.
Right.
It was not ever because of the way that you identified or the way that you expressed yourself. It was always who you are as a person and the way that you're behaving.
Yes.
What do your behaviors reflect?
Right.
Because that always shows you exactly who a person is. And I promise you guys, probably within 45 seconds of meeting somebody, they will show you exactly who they are, and you don't even have to ask. You don't have to drag it out of them. None of that. You just have to be perceptive enough, and you need to be aware enough to be able to pinpoint those things and pay attention to what is going on around you.
Yep.
Now, reeling it back to Drag Race. So there are so many things that we could talk about when it comes to Drag Race. Like I said, this has been a huge part of my life for almost 20 years. Oh, I brought my parents into the Drag Race world.
Me too.
Absolutely. Tim has seen every season of Drag Race that there is. We're literally not even going to touch on international Drag Race. We're just going to kind of go season to season. And hopefully not give any one season too much attention. Because
we'll be here for hours if we do that. So
even in doing the prep for this episode, it was so hard to just minimize it down to the queens that we got it down to. There's also versus the world seasons. There's All Stars. There are so many other things that come into the Drag Race franchise that we really don't even just have the time to touch upon.
And we watch most of them.
I inhale drag content.
Yeah.
Literally, before we got
one
into
right after another is
at multiples at a time.
Yeah.
I literally don't care. Give me all of the drag content, because that kind of comes back to a little bit of the inclusion of the community. Is I know that there are some people who, even at this point, are like, there's too much Drag Race. There's too many seasons going on at once. I can't handle it. It's too much. But at the same time, we have to put into perspective how much queer content has existed in comparison to the other.
Yeah, not even close.
And that's what I'm saying. There is not even a capable comparison when it comes to straight versus queer content. And it may be pushed harder a little bit more so recently, but is that not exactly what we've been asking for? Is that not exactly what we wanted? Like, we need the queer content. We need the queer representation. We need these people on our screens showing that there are so many other people out there who are exactly like we are. And there are things that they need to see. There are things that they need to hear. There are words of inspiration that need to reach these people on a broad, plain sense.
I mean, with all these seasons we've watched, I probably cried almost every single episode just listening to the stories that these queens tell.
I love to watch Drag Race and
cry. Oh my gosh, we cry majority of the time.
I know I said my favorite pastime is being drunk at Universal Studios, but a very close second is crying while watching Drag Race. And the crying is essential and necessary.
Yeah.
And I think what's so stupid is, like, one of my favorite things is watching them cry and tell these heart-wrenching stories while they have half a beat on.
Yeah.
And they're
one eyebrow
and beat, and it's like they're really halfway there. Yeah. It's like, I know that the Drag Race fans are gonna get it. It's like the holy grail of all wig, no makeup.
Yeah.
Like, we have Cheryl Hole, we have Alyssa Edwards, like all of these people who just pranced around the workroom doing iconic shit with no beat on and the biggest wig you've ever seen in your life. So, getting into season 1, we're just gonna go favorite queens and honorable mentions. Now, RIP for the original Drag Race fans. I know that some of the original seasons are iconic for a reason, but damn girl, our quality did not get good for a while. So we are going to kind of pass over the first few. I'll go ahead and let you say your favorite first.
From season 1, my favorite was Angina. I just loved her personality. She was so much fun.
Her coming out and speaking about her HIV status was really inspirational.
Yes.
Was one of my favorite Drag Race moments that has ever existed. And it was almost 19 years ago. Like, that was crazy. My favorite is a little controversial because on her season, she was a lot and she continues to be a lot. But my favorite is Tammy Brown. And a lot of that is because she is really good friends with Trixie and Katya, who we're going to get to. And she has been on their podcast a lot of the time. She was an absolute nutcase on season 1. And that is given, take me to Mars! Like, I will never stop quoting Tammy Brown. She is crazy. She is. And then our honorable mention from that season is going to be Chanel. Oh. She was on All Stars, and I really think she really brought it back. She showed us how much of a fashion queen she really is, because back in the day, it was really like, what best Forever 21 outfit can you buy? And she really elevated it. She's also the queen of Christmas. If you guys have never seen her Christmas content, go look that shit up. It's crazy. We'll fast forward to season 2. We both have different favorites. Or no, we have the same favorite, but the same honorable mentions as well. Yes. Our favorite's going to be Jujubee. That bitch has competed for Drag Race 4 times. I love her, but she should not have been on all but that first season. Season 2. That's my opinion. But I enjoy watching because she is a lot of fun, but she was one of those queens that's never going to win. Yes. Like, Rue brought her back for entertainment purposes for her fans, for people to watch. Because she has a great time. I was very excited every time I heard she was going to be on it. When she was Eartha Kitt on All Stars, and she said a sensible 74, we lost our fucking marbles. Dallas bought me a blanket. I have a blanket with that. She literally has a print that is Jujubee as Eartha Kitt saying a sensible 74, because that was so fierce. Oh my god. And then our honorable mentions from that season are going to be Raven and Shangela. Shangela is another one that I think until like way later into the Drag Race franchise, there was no reason to bring her back other than for entertainment purposes, because there was no way she was going to win, girl. We watched every one of those design challenges and watched her sweat. She did so bad. She did so bad. Raven will just always be an iconic Drag Race queen. Her and one of our honorable mentions from season 3, Raja. They have gone to do some of the most iconic shit since Drag Race. Fashion photo review that they do for every single episode of Drag Race when they review the drag queens' outfits from the runways. Like, that is so good, and they are 2 of the most qualified people to do the job. So we'll move right into season 3. Raja was an honorable mention, but we do also have 2 different favorites from this season. Mom's is Manila Luzon, an icon, an absolute icon. I don't remember what the brief was for the runway. I think it was like something about the color red. And when Manila was on All Star, she ended up wearing like this like spaghetti dress. But her original concept was she was a giant maxi pad with period blood on it. And the Drag Race producers didn't let her wear that runway outfit. And I think that's fucking bullshit. That is women representation that we needed. Too. Like, come on. It didn't make any sense to me. But my favorite was Delta Work. I am obsessed with this queen. She is one of my favorite plus size queens of all time. Her podcast is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my entire life. She really just comes out and says the most necessary things. Like, I would absolutely throw some neck for ketchup as well, Delta. You better give me my sauces at the drive-thru. Haven't seen it. So fast forward into season 4. My favorite and Mom's favorite, is Latrice Royale. Love her. Anything that has ever included Latrice has been iconic. Absolutely. Get those nuts away from my face. Her talking about being in prison and wearing the gel flip-flops. Oh. Everything that Latrice has ever done is fucking iconic. When her and Manila came back... challenge. Oh. It was the get the nuts away from my face. Right. Yeah. When her and Manila came back for All Stars and they gagged everybody thinking they were going to compete as teams, and they did not. They came back and competed for themselves. Good. I will say Latrice's first 2 runs at the Snatch Game, she even referred to it as romper room fuckery, because there was so much bullshit happening and people just acting unprofessional and inappropriately. And Latrice as performers, we feel you. Right. That shit was bananas. Crazy. What the fuck are we doing, ladies?
No.
And then obviously, as a season 4 mentioned, we have to mention Chad Michaels.
For sure.
There will never be any other iconic performance as Cher.
No.
She is the #1 Cher impersonator of all time.
Anytime someone tries to do that again, we're like, come on, don't even think about it.
Except for, I will say, on the most recent season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, there was a queen that did a twist on Cher.
Oh, and
she was Cher.
That
and she
was
performed
funny.
it as she was a literal upholstered chair. And that shit was fucking funny because it was a brand new, fresh twist. She still had the Cher references, but they were twisted to be furniture related. Yeah. And that is great. A different level of comedy. That shit was so good. I was obsessed with that. Now on to season 5. So season 5 is really hard because there is a lot of queens that are good. So our #1
is,
which is in my top 5 of all time.
Yes.
Miss Alyssa Edwards. I quote back rolls almost on a daily basis. Like, not even as a joke. I get out of my clothes, I get into my clothes, somebody sees me change clothes. We're talking about back rolls, bitch. Oh my god. And once again, to reference the all wig, no makeup, when she was rolling around as Annie Oakley with that giant blonde ass wig.
She was.
Oh my god. I cannot.
She opens her mouth and you're dying, basically.
Yeah, like Alyssa's Secret. If anybody used to watch back in the day on the YouTube, the Alyssa's Secret, and then when they brought it back briefly, I think they only did like 4 or 5 episodes, but she basically like shouted out all of her most iconic Alyssa's Secret moments. I literally can't. Anything that she had a Netflix show called Dancing Queen, where she like it was at her actual dance studio in Texas, and then like her own personal life at her house with her friends. I cannot. I fucking love everything that she does. Insane. And then how do you not mention the season 5 winner, Jinx Monsoon? I've already mentioned her because we brought up Benda La Creme. Haven't even watched her season either. But one of the most iconic queens that has ever come across Drag Race. She has won Drag Race twice, both of the times that she's been on it. Her season and the all-winner season. Everything that Jinx does is just perfection.
Right. You knew if she was, the first season you didn't know because you didn't know who she really was. But the second all winners, we knew she was winning.
The whole fucking time, bitch. There was no question.
As soon as they announced her on that cast, we were like, well, we know who the winner is.
Done and done.
We're going to watch anyway, but we know who the winner is.
It was like when Alyssa was cast on Versus the World. Right. I was just like, thank you for creating a season to give Alyssa a crown.
Right.
Not because everything that she does is iconic. And she competed against Queen Kong from RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under. I just said we weren't going to really mention internationals.
Well,
but we obviously kind of bleed into it a little bit. But just Alyssa, I cannot. And then the trio that existed on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5 was Rolaska Talks. So you have Roxy Andrews, Alaska, and Detox. And all 3 of those queens, once again, every single thing that they've ever done has been incredible. Alaska does her podcast with Willem.
Which we forgot she was on our list, but we didn't mention her.
Oh, we didn't mention her on season 4. Thank you, Willem, for being the only contestant on RuPaul's Drag Race to ever get, what's the word?
I don't know.
Disqualified.
Oh.
Disqualified.
I was like, I don't know.
Because her boyfriend came to visit her at the hotels, and they weren't supposed to do that. And she said, okay. But also that created so much drama afterwards because, like, Willem is not allowed at DragCon. Anything that is, like, officially RuPaul's Drag Race promoted and related to, she is not fucking invited, which I think is crazy.
Just for
because
one thing.
Willem and Alaska's podcast, Race Chasers, is the #1 RuPaul's Drag Race, like, review podcast that exists. And 50% of that is not allowed.
Well,
like, that's so crazy. But also, Detox, one of my favorite things that she has done since her season is she created little hangover pills.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's just like a little capsule. You pop a couple, and then the next day you're not hungover. And I think that's fucking crazy. Party girl to party girl. That's what's up, Detox.
I want to know.
Into season 6. Both of our favorite number ones, 100%. Bianca Del Rio.
Absolutely.
I got to see her perform at DragCon. I have seen Bianca do plenty of stand-up on TV. Everything that she does is so hilarious. Funny. I love a drag queen that reads to filth, regardless of feeling.
Yeah, you just got to do it. That's what it's about.
And I think that's also a lot of where I get my personality from, is I have sat and watched these drag queens for years and years and years. Just be like, tell me what it is. And they don't, and you're like, all right, bye. We're done then. Yeah. I don't need any other part of that. I relate to that a lot. Bianca's, my favorite thing that she did on her season was look at Trinity K. Bonet and go, what do you do successfully? Quickly. And Trinity had no fucking answer. No answer whatsoever. After she claimed that she was Beyonce in drag.
And then had no...
Until she came back for All Stars and kind of kicked ass, and then she literally performed as Beyonce in the, like, impersonators halftime show. That was crazy. But our other honorable
dimensions.
Our other honorable mentions, like we already said, Dela. We've already brought her up multiple times. Benda La Creme. That is Tim's favorite drag queen of all time. He says it's like a hard tie between Jinx and Dela. Like, they are really his two fucking favorites. He super, super, super loves them. And then we also have Laganja Estranja. She's Alyssa Edwards' drag daughter, which makes sense as to why she's so extra. She was a little bit in the Dancing Queens show that Alyssa did on Netflix as well. She kind of like brought her to the house and hung out with her. And then Adore Delano. Like, hello. What a fucking icon. Come on. Get a grip. She also, before she did drag and transition, she was a contestant on American Idol.
Yes.
Like, the bitch has pipes.
Yeah.
Love Adore's music if you're not listening to
American Idol. Didn't know when, obviously, that season was there and she was on it.
But then when she came on Drag Race, we were like,
learned about it. Oh my god, I remember.
Yeah. If you're not listening to her music, get the fuck on Spotify and watch that shit. Listen to that shit. Hello. Anyways. Fast forward to season 7. So this is when our lists are going to start to get a little bit long. Trixie Mattel. Everything Trixie does is my favorite thing. I want to stay in her hotel that she has in Palm Springs. I want to go drive.
TV show was amazing.
I want to go drive past her house in Hollywood and see if I can see her fucking peacock ass stained glass that she has customized in the front of her windows. Like, love her.
I want to stay in her hotel, but it's pretty expensive.
It's like $400 a night on the cheap.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't blame you, girl. Charge what she's going to charge. Because I will come stay and I will pay the prices, but it's going to take me a while and I got to save up about it. There would not be Trixie without Katya.
Right.
They are a duo. They are a pair. They are my favorite podcast. If you guys are not listening to Trixie and Katya, the Bald and the Beautiful, you need to get the fuck on that. I listened to over 2,000 minutes of them last year. It's because I think I skipped a couple of episodes because I stopped having a long commute. And I just didn't have enough time to listen to every single episode. But I don't ever not have a good time. Like, they are just the fucking best. It's hard to talk about season 7 and not talk about Ginger Minj. She is another queen that has competed a billion times. She just won the last All Stars.
Again, that season was made for her to win.
Controversial because I will talk about the Denali Ginger Minj lip sync every single time. We might touch on that a little bit later when we get to Denali season. Violet Chachki won season 7. Her and Gottmik, another incredible duo. Also going to talk about Gottmik. We'll get there. But I have seen Gottmik and Violet Chachki perform, and they are both incredible. They look just as amazing in person as they do on TV. Violet's Death Becomes Her look when she had her waist cinched to, I think it was like 17 inches or something insane. Yeah. Like, I literally could not imagine. That's fucking bananas.
How do you even breathe?
She didn't. Right. She literally said she didn't. She walked onto stage with a motherfucking oxygen tank because she was like, no, bro, this is for the glam. And that's what we're doing. And that is why I will always, anytime I'm putting effort into a look, we're going 100% all of the time, is because all I've ever been inspired by is drag queens. And if they're going to do it, bitch, I have no goddamn excuse.
Which I feel awful that this is my look for a drag queen show. However, Dallas asked me to do this like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So here we are. I just came.
We're here for funsies.
In
Okay.
my t-shirt and sweats, really.
And then our last honorable mentions for season 7 are going to be Pearl and Miss Fame.
Yes.
So Pearl was iconic on the season for so many reasons. She made it to the final. Her drag was so good for the time. Like, she was one of the queens that was coming with the custom.
Right.
And not a lot of queens were doing that at the time.
Yeah.
And then literally Miss Fame. So I don't know if you guys remember, but like about a month ago, I fell out of the Style Icon competition competing for Elton John's AIDS Foundation. But I knew when it came to actually the final rounds, when everybody was getting kind of put together, I really did not have a chance because I found out that Miss fucking Fame was competing for this contest. And not only is she one of the most incredible drag queens, she is one of the most incredible seamstresses that exists on this planet. Whether it comes to conventional or unconventional materials, she can make anything out of anything. Her concepts are next level. Her fashion taste is impeccable. Her eye for detail is literally unheard of. And the bitch lives in the middle of the nowhere on a farm. She has literal farm animals that she takes care of on a daily basis and just like does looks for funsies and is as incredible as she is.
Right.
I wasn't going to win, ho. I would have voted for her instead of me. Amazing. Miss Fame.
When you signed up for that, you did not know she was going to, like, it was
obviously, like, I believe in myself, and we know she's a little big for her britches, and the French Vanilla Fantasy lives elsewhere, but, like, Miss Fame, I was competing against Miss Fame.
You made it through quite a few rounds.
I did. I made it farther than I thought I was going to make it. I appreciated everybody who supported me. It was a really fun thing to do. I loved posting about it. I loved talking about it. I still think that I have fucking incredible style, so it's not like that's changed. The delusion is still there, queens. Don't worry. But competing against Miss Fame, it's literally as if I was on a season of Drag Race. I understand delusion, and I know what it means to over-believe in yourself. But I also understand what it means to live in reality. And that's what gets me about most of these queens on the season is, girl, get in here, get to week 3, and look at these other queens' packages.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Some of you have what it takes to make it to the end. Some of you don't. Everybody is there for entertainment value. It is not to say that you don't deserve to be there. It is not to say that your drag is not worthy. Right. Everything that you do is worth being there. You were literally hand-chosen by RuPaul herself. You deserve everything that comes your way. Thank you for being on Drag Race. Thank you for everything that you contribute to the art of drag. But there are just some queens that are meant to win RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. Because there are just specific boxes and criteria that you have to check. To be there, for sure. Everybody is meant to be there.
They were picked, so obviously, yeah. I hate when people say
the pork chops of every season.
Love a pork chop. We should have mentioned her.
And Victoria Pork Chop Parker.
Holy cow!
Thank you for your contributions to the Drag Race world.
For sure.
You created the pork chop title.
Yes.
So every single queen who goes home first, and that has carried over to every international season too.
Every single one.
Everybody is a pork chop queen. If you go home first, you are still also an icon in your own right because you were the first queen to go home. Yep. Because Victoria Pork Chop Parker put you on the fucking map and was an icon going home in the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Sorry. Me neither, and that's our bad. R.I.P. Yep. But anyways, now we're moving on to season 8. This is where it gets a little hard because these queens really competed for our top spot. But we did say our favorite was gonna be Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh my.
That bitch literally just put out a song about fucking armadillos.
What? How did I miss that?
Yeah, because it's a very specific brand.
Did it just come out?
A very specific brand. Stop. Send help. A very specific species of armadillo. Brand of armadillos. A very specific species of armadillos is about to go extinct.
Oh, damn.
And so there was a charity that literally reached out specifically to Bob the Drag Queen and said, hey, Queen, let's put out a bop about armadillos and raise money and awareness.
I'm going to have to go watch it as soon as we're done.
Fucking Armadillos.
How did you not tell me about this?
I don't know. My mom is also perpetually online. All she follows on Instagram is drag queens too. So I just assumed that she had seen the news.
And I follow Bob, so I don't know how I missed that.
I don't either, because a lot of them also shared it. Because
I don't know what's
think
happening.
Actually the first time that I saw it was the person who reshared it was Banksy from Drag Race UK.
I don't know.
I didn't even see Bob post it. I saw Banksy post it. Okay. And then
anyway,
Kimchi.
Yes. For sure.
Love that bitch. She makes makeup just like Trixie now. Oh. Amazing. My dad and I met Kimchi at Universal one time. We were standing in line for the Simpsons ride. And
I have that picture on my phone, actually.
Yep, me too. Yep. Me too. That was really cool. And then Naomi Smalls.
Wasn't I working?
You guys were at the park.
I was working at the park.
You got us into the park. And we were kicking it. Yeah. Because also, that same day, we met Stilo Brim. Yeah. The guy that does like the remix shit on Rob Dyrdek's Ridiculousness on MTV. Alright, let's move on to season 9. I barely mentioned Naomi Smalls, but we love Naomi Smalls. Love Naomi. She is the legs of all eternity. Alright, season 9. We did both give way and say that our official together favorite is Sasha Velour. That Petals moment against Shea Coulee was a little too iconic, and I know it gave her PTSD, and she had a whole thing about it. Yeah. But it was really good, girl. Yeah. I also get so emotional, baby. Yeah. We love you, Sasha Velour. Thank you for everything that you have contributed to the art of drag. But that also means Shea is an honorable mention from season 9.
1,000%.
Because when she came back and won All Stars,
was so good,
incredible. Yeah. Her as Flavor Flav in the same season that Jujubee was Eartha Kitt,
so beyond hysterical. Oh my god!
Like I just want to walk around with a giant clock on me at all times. Right. Not even for Flavor Flav, but Flavor Flav or Shea Coulee as Flavor Flav. Like I loved that shit. It was so fucking funny. She did so much good shit on All Stars. I was so pissed that she had like no points at all. And then of course RuPaul brings in the twist and is like, oh, all of a sudden you can win all the points to win to compete in that final lip sync. I wonder who's gonna get them.
How did that happen? Which that's why we all know this is RuPaul's Drag Race.
It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Nope. It is her decision at the end of the day. And no matter how many episodes I watch, no matter how many things I attend and spectate, it does not matter. I will always have my own opinions, but I will respect that it's RuPaul's decision. Yep. She is not only like the queen of drag, she's the emperor, she's the czar, right. She is the god, she is the goddess, she is the fucking what's the Hindu one that's the elephant?
I don't know.
I know the name, but I can't think of it right now. She is just everything that is ethereal
for sure.
In existence on the face of the planet. Like RuPaul is it when it comes to drag. So who the fuck am I to refute what she says is the winner of Drag Race?
I mean,
whether my personal opinion says
may
or
not be the same, but it is her show and it's her choice, and she makes it clear every single episode. So you can't fight it.
Take it or leave it.
It's what it is. You're either gonna watch or you're not gonna watch. And I'm gonna watch because I'm entertained.
Yep, every single fucking time. Our last honorable mention from season 9 is gonna be Trinity the Tuck. She has also competed on multiple seasons of Drag Race. She won a Drag Race All Stars with Monet, who we're gonna get to in a second. And she is also another design queen that I really, 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 really look up to, because the things that she is capable of doing when it comes to the art of drag is just fucking insane.
She's so good.
Moving on to season 10.
Oh boy.
My number one favorite drag queen of literally all time is Eureka O'Hara, and I did not mention her for season 9 because she got injured and had to go home early. So her time was cut short. She did fortunately make it to the finale of her season, has also been on All-Star Seasons, has been on a Versus the World season, and every single piece of media that Eureka puts out, I'm here to consume. I've been to a Eureka drag brunch. I finally got to see her perform live. She promoted the Plus Bus in Burbank, and that was how I found out about my favorite plus size boutique thrift shop of all time. Like, they sell the most incredible shit, and it was because she hired them to come to her drag brunch.
She was on the show, the makeover one that they did. Her, Bob.
We're here?
Yeah, sorry. We do this a lot.
I challenge her to use her brain power
it doesn't work. No?
She knows it's in there. Yeah. She knows the ideas
that was
exist.
An amazing show too. But anyway, she was on that, which made yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother.
We could have a whole other episode about just We're Here.
Oh my gosh, that show was crazy. But it just showed you all of. We already saw a lot of sides of Eureka. We already knew a lot of sides of Eureka, but that show also brought out a whole nother side of her. And then we'll talk a little bit about her a little later when we talk about what shows we went and saw in person.
So moving on. The other queens that we have is Cameron Michaels. We're both very, very, very big fans of Cameron Michaels.
Beautiful as a drag queen and as a man. Holy shit.
Absolutely the trait of every season.
Oh my god. There's no one that tops Cameron Michaels when it comes to that. Sorry. What?
Do we know no one tops Cameron Michaels?
Oh. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe a bottom. I don't know.
And on her season, she was in the bottom 4 times and made it to the finale.
Yeah. Holy cow.
So we know plenty of people top Cameron Michaels.
So good. Oh my god. I wasn't even thinking.
Season 10 winner, Aquaria. Good. Incredible queen. Yes. Her makeup skills kill it every time. Her fashion skills kill it every time. Not to do exactly what they talked about on the season and make the comparison, but another really good queen was Miss Cracker. They did kind of present a lot of the same stuff, but when Cracker came back to do All Stars, she gave us so much more.
Way better.
And I was way pumped. I fucking love Miss Cracker. She's an incredible drag queen. We got 2 more.
Real quick.
Monet Exchange. Like we said, she was another winner of All Stars. I love everything Monet does. She is so funny. The fact that she can do comedy, or sing normal and do fucking opera.
Well, the opera was, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
Insane.
Yes.
She can dance. She can kind of sew.
Kinda? You're okay, yeah. I was like,
I put my hand over my face right now. She can kind of sew. And that's then
so good. Oh,
Miss Vanjie.
Love Miss Vanjie.
After her first season, dude, the amount of times that my dad walked around the house saying Miss Vanjie was fucking unreal. Like, my dad thought he was RuPaul and Michelle Visage on the main stage, and he cracked himself up for months at a time.
Just hear it all of a sudden. Not just even
chilling.
In the room.
No context.
He would be by himself, and you would just hear it coming out. Miss Vanjie.
Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Hilarious. But once again, she's super funny. Great. She was on the first edition of the RuPaul's Drag Race live show that they did, the Untucked on Wow Presents Plus.
So good.
So fucking funny, and I wish we got to see a little bit more of the Vanjie dating show because that was
so good.
A hot ass miss. Which I guess means that we can shout out from season 8, Derek Barry. It's really hard to talk about Drag Race without mentioning her, because I will give Derek Barry her flowers.
She's entertaining.
She is entertaining. She really is iconic because what she does, nobody else does better, because she does Britney Spears. And it's really good.
She does it well, for sure.
But also, she was on the RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked show, and she is a messy ass bitch.
Oh my god, she tried to cause all the problems.
I can understand for production value, there was a reason that they made her the messy one, and it might have just been easier because of whatever. So there is a possibility that she's not like that in real life, but
she's very messy on that. Oh my god.
Yeah, and we're also not fans of her drag. I watched Brittany twirl in her foyer on her Instagram. I don't need to watch you do it.
Even on that show we were just watching right now, right before we started filming, she was meh. Everyone else looked so good, and she was like, meh.
Just whatever.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. On to season 11. So we got Evie Oddly as our number one, but it is hard to talk about season 11 without mentioning Brooklyn Heights.
Yes.
One of the most iconic lip sync performances of all time was Evie Oddly versus Brooklyn Heights to Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato. Brooklyn did a wig reveal in her runway, and then Evie did a wig reveal in her lip sync, and then it was a double save. They both stayed. It was too good. I will never listen to that song without thinking of them. But then we have Nina West. Nina West has come back for All Stars. Everything she does is great. Yeah. She is an entrepreneur. She is an activist. She does all of the things for all of the people. Where she is from, they literally named a street after her. Yeah. Like, she is just too fucking good. Akira Chanel Davenport, another one of the Davenports that is unforgettable. She has also competed on All Stars and given every single thing. I will never forget that, like, acting challenge that they did, and she was twerking on the street. Like, that shit was so fucking funny. We also have Sugar Cane. Just an incredible queen all the way around. She was also just such an incredible person.
Yes, that's what it was for me. It's just her person.
I don't even know if she
treated everybody.
I don't even know if she won Congeniality that season, but she fucking should have.
Yeah.
Plastique Tiara. She is the TikTok queen. Everything that she does on TikTok is unmatchable. Unclockable. Like, I don't even know, dude. Like, she's just so fucking beautiful. When she came back for her All Stars also, every single goddamn runway, and then she won no points, and then all of a sudden at the end she was ahead, and I'm like, what are we doing, you guys? But okay, RuPaul, live your best life. Yep. And then the last one from that season is really just a personal favorite of mine. I know she is not a favorite of a lot of people. Even Tim, like, he actually, like, personally hates her. He, like, really does not enjoy her drag. I fucking love Scarlet Envy. Scarlet Envy is one of the best performers. She has an incredible personality. She is too much fucking fun to watch. She is beautiful. Her drag is incredible. Scarlet, I fucking love you. Thank you for everything that you do, bitch, because I live. When you came on the last season of All Stars, I was so pumped. So pumped. Come on, Tournament of All Stars. Okay, guys. On to season 12.
Oh, boy.
This is really where we started getting hard, is between 12 and 17. Yeah. There's too many queens that are too good. So, my favorite is Jan. Fucking love Jan. Thank you, Jan. I should have got my Jan robe.
Crack robe.
The face crack from All Stars, but it's the version 2 that has all the ones from All Stars. Not like the first original version when she lost that fucking... Right? Yeah. She lost that fucking rusical to Gigi Good. No, the fuck she didn't, bitch. Yeah. Jan won the rusical in season 12. She was the best Madonna. She had the best dance skills. Her face was on point. Fuck yeah, Jan. Mom's favorite?
Jackie Cox. I just love her. A couple of reasons. One, she is funny as hell.
So funny.
Her Merkin threw me for
working on my Merkinism, turning up the amp,
that was beyond. But she's also Persian. And most of you probably don't know, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but I am half Iranian. So that's where we get our...
That's where my grandpa be from.
Hair from. But yeah,
we're not very brown, but it's in there.
Funny, it is.
Yeah. When she performed the Firework by Katy Perry lip sync against Widow Von Du in front of Jeff Goldblum. Oh,
look over there! Sorry, I used to know the name. I couldn't help myself.
That's the next one. Jada Essence Hall. I love Jada Essence Hall. That queen is so fucking funny. When she came back to do All Winners, I was just so excited for her to be there because of all the winners, she really was the filler queen. But because of what she went through on her season, it made her so much more fun to watch because she had such a I don't give a fuck attitude. Like, I am here to have fun. I'm here to be weird. I'm here to be goofy. Let's fucking do it. Yeah. And she really did the damn thing, dude. Like, she was way too much fucking fun. Yes. And then Crystal Method, hard not to mention. She was an incredible queen. Her weird little bird finale performance was so funny, and I will never not think about it for the rest of my life.
We skipped over one that we have on our list, and I'm going to talk about her because she is my sister.
I didn't
love it. Shop and shuffle. Like, oh my God. I joke about it all the time.
I was really disappointed in her for quitting All Stars. We'll roll it back and say also adore All Stars season 2. I was pissed at her for quitting because Michelle Visage gave her too hard of critiques and she took it too fucking personally and she said, "I'm out of here." Yeah, that was some hot garbage.
Don't quit. There's so many other queens that would want to be there. I get if you are having yes, there is the mental health aspect of things, and if it's that, I fully understand. But if it's not
you're going through what
you're just quitting because your feelings got hurt, suck it fucking up, man.
And also, Ben de la Creme self-eliminated because she knew she was going to win All Stars 3. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And Tim will never forgive you for that. And then our last two from season 12 is Gigi Good. She has just turned into the best fashion queen ever. Yes. She made her looks from her season because her mom taught her how to sew, but she has also gone on to create her literal own fashion line, and it is incredible. And then my last was not necessarily one of Mom's, but I have to mention Widow Von Du because when she did the very first performance in that season, and she says she's still serving looks while she's eating the fries. I think about that constantly, and I listen to that song a lot, and I will never forget that for the rest of my life. Like, I will always serve looks and eat the fries, bitch. Me fucking too. All right, moving on to season 13. Oh, gosh. This one was a little bit of a toss-up because the top 4 was really good. But my favorite was Rosé, and Mom's favorite was
Gottmik.
Love Gottmik. When she came back for her All-Stars, dude. Holy
it was a whole nother level, though. Yeah.
She was just so much further above, and the fact that she didn't even win was crazy. Yeah. Because her fashion, unreal.
So good.
Like the designers that she works with, the stylists that she works with, it just is unreal. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But then honorable mentions from that season, Simone, she was the winner.
Yeah.
I got to have a little interaction with her when I worked at Ollivanders. If anybody watched her season, she talked about the wig factory. And she came into Ollivanders, and I welcomed her to the wand factory. And just kind of pretended like I didn't say that and hoped that we didn't talk about it because I wasn't supposed to acknowledge the fact that I worked with celebrities. Correct. But she was one of my favorite drag queens. How was I not supposed to acknowledge her? Like, bitch, I literally couldn't. Also, Olivia Lux. She has also since come back and done All Stars and shown what an incredible drag queen she is. I loved everything she did on her original season. It was just exactly like RuPaul says. She did not have enough time to cook. She was way too young of a drag queen. Yeah. I think literally at the point of her being on Drag Race, she had only done drag for like 10 months or something crazy.
It was short.
It was not even a year. Yeah. Then I'm going to say my last honorable mention before I mention our last honorable mention because that's going to be a second. But Denali, she also came back and was just on the most recent season of All Stars, and she did incredible. I will say every single motherfucking time she beat Ginger Minj in that lip sync. She won, bitch. And when she went home and she did that same performance on her ice skates, on her Instagram and her YouTube, I ate it up. And I have watched it probably maybe like 18 to 20 times.
Which is why we say this is RuPaul's Drag Race, because we did not agree with that whatsoever.
100%. And as much as I wanted Ginger Minj to win an All-Star season, just because I think Ginger Minj deserves it, I did not think that she won the lip syncs to qualify to be the winner of
Yeah.
RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars.
Yeah.
Personally.
Agreed.
But the last queen that we're going to mention from this season was Utica.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We also watched her
love
Project Runway season that she
Holy
was just
shit.
on.
I wanted her to win that so bad.
Me fucking too. And thank God she made it to the finale because she
Yes.
absolutely deserved
Because
it.
I said if she did make it to the finale, whenever she left, I was done watching.
And she is a huge reason that I wanted to start sewing.
She is so phenomenal at that.
I
Like,
want to make costumes for drag queens.
Yeah.
And the way that Utica looks at a concept and is able to just make it everything she's ever envisioned
It's crazy.
is unmatched.
She's so
unreal. Her talent is otherworldly. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Every single time that I see a look that she has done, I'm just like, that's incredible. She has designed looks for so many other drag queens. Like, I believe it was the last season of Drag Race Canada, there was multiple looks that Brooklyn wore as the host of Canada's Drag Race, and Utica made them. She's made so many other costumes for queens that have competed on Drag Race.
Yeah.
It's been mentioned a couple times, like, we'll get there obviously, but the most recent season, Lexi Love, I think she had 4.
Quite a few.
I think it was 4 looks that she wore that were designed by Utica, which is insane.
Sorry, y'all, I'm a hot bitch.
Moving on to season 14. Now, the funny thing about season 14 is every single contestant on season 14 was worth mentioning.
Yeah.
But it was the literal worst snatch game of all time. Deja Skye was the only member on that entire cast who was safe after the snatch game, and the entire rest of the cast had to do a fucking lip sync Lollapalooza because they were all so fucking bad. Like, so bad.
And that's an episode every season people look forward to seeing.
Like, you have to be prepared.
It's going to be funny.
And it's coming.
It was so
And it was
bad.
fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
Now, our favorites, both of our favorites fucking tanked in that episode.
Yep.
My favorite was Bosco.
Which I actually do love Bosco too.
We love Bosco.
It was this hard, a lot of these was very hard to pick who the favorite was.
Absolutely.
I'm picking Willow Pill because, one, she was amazing throughout the entire season. Just her personal story also of what she's gone through and still can do this, which I didn't mention that back when I was going to. I'm going to go back to Evie Oddly really quick too,
Season
because
11.
she has so many physical issues, and she's still able to
perform to the level that she is able to.
And suffering, and I think they're both incredible for that. So
because they do anything and everything they physically have to in order to put their art out there for the world to consume, and that is an admirable quality to the umpteenth degree. I
can't even explain it.
I don't even show up to work when my fucking period cramps are too bad, and these motherfuckers are out here, their bodies literally deteriorating, and they're doing fucking death drops on stage.
Right. Like, it's amazing.
I cannot imagine. I would love to compete on Drag Race, but I know that I would never win because I fully acknowledge that I am not that 100% well-rounded.
Well-rounded?
I am not that 100% well-rounded queen that is going to be able to tackle every single challenge and hit it at 100%. Yeah. I'm not saying there haven't been queens that have like faltered at a couple of times and still been able to come out on top, but just not as well as the ones who really are able to do every single thing. We're going to get into Lady Camden, Angeria Paris Van Michaels, Dia Betty. These 3 queens cracked the top 5 with our 2 favorites, and they are all such incredible queens. Even watching Dia on TV, not Mom's favorite.
No.
She's one of the attitude queens. She's kind of cunty. It was a little past the realm of, like, I would say in Mom's opinion, trying to like suck the idea out of her head. It was her attitude exceeded her ability.
Yes, I think that was the biggest issue for me, because if you're gonna have that kind of attitude, you better fucking be able to bring that shit.
We'll go back to season 7 and talk about Violet Chachki. Violet Chachki is one of the most cunty queens that has ever graced the RuPaul's Drag Race stage. So you really have to have
that high.
An exceptional caliber of drag to carry that cunty personality.
Right.
I don't agree. Be an asshole. I love it. Be the drama of the season. Thank you, Scarlet Envy. Am I the drama? Is it me? Scarlet Envy with that catchphrase was saying, "Am I the drama?" She literally inspired an entire fucking Cardi B album. Cardi B put her on the front of her album because she was cunty on RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah. So what I'm saying is just stay true to yourself, be who you are, and stick to your branding because it will turn out in the best way for you. Technical difficulty.
It happened.
Had to reset everything. Take 2.
Yay,
blah, blah,
we're
blah,
back.
Blah, blah. But back into season 14. So we left off with Jasmine Kennedy. During her season, I really could not stand her. She drove me absolutely fucking nuts. But she was so much fun after her season. I love her drag. A lot of the queens I don't like during their season, I end up liking them more after their season. I love her drag. She's a beautiful trans woman. We live. I love Jasmine Kennedy. Yeah. The season 14 was full of the T-girls because you got Carrie Colby, Cornbread the Snack. Oh. We obviously already talked about Bosco, but Bosco as well. Like, there were so many trans queens in season 14. It was fucking crazy, dude. And then Maddie Morphosis, the first straight man to ever compete on RuPaul's Drag Race. So such a fun queen, has one of the coolest podcasts. His idea for his podcast was just too entertaining. Like, he matches the queen's aesthetics for whoever comes on. He like dresses like them. Especially if they ever had an outfit that was iconic in the wrong way, he recreates those looks, and it's always so good. And reads them to filth. To the ground. So good. It's amazing. Oh, I love it. Wow. And then my probably last mention was Orion's story, specifically just because when I went to DragCon, that bitch was throwing condoms and poppers to the audience as she was walking down the pink carpet, and I thought that shit was fierce. That's something I haven't done yet. Got to go to DragCon. We love DragCon. Righty, and now on to season 15, finally. So my favorite from season 15 was Anitra. I saw her perform in Vegas years and years and years ago. So when she had her Drag Race cast announcement, I literally fucking cried. Like, I was so pumped for her. I was excited to see, like, some of that local representation coming out. Not that every queen doesn't start as a local queen somewhere. Mom's favorite is S-Titties. We love local LA. We love us some S-Titties. And being a local queen, I know somebody who knows S-Titties and New Cornbread. So, or knows Cornbread. I shouldn't say new. There's just so many LA queens. It's like if you live in New York, like, how do you not know all of the New York queens? Right. Obviously, Sasha Colby. There's no way that you can't not mention her. She is one of the most iconic drag queens of all time. Like, she was huge in the drag scene before she even got on Drag Race. And I loved that she came to Drag Race because she was like, I couldn't let Carrie be the most famous Colby. Right. That shit had me dead. Another of the top 4, right? Mistress. Yeah. Mistress Isabel Brooks. It was kind of like what we were saying earlier. She's the kind of cunty where, fortunately for her, her drag does back up the attitude. It can. Because I think her drag is impeccable. Yeah. All of her outfits are just so well put together. She has a really good team and a really good drag family. Yep. So when she came back for All Stars, she pissed me off because she was like, they were like, what has changed for you since your season? She's like, absolutely nothing. I'm still a fucking bitch. And I was like, I really did not like the way that they snaked Miss NPB and Carrie Colby out of those points. Her and Georgia's being messy. They were. Oh, that was just so disappointing. Yeah. Marsha. I will never not think of Marsha and Anitra when I hear Boss Bitch by Doja Cat and S-Titties because she had the Free Willy. That was also according to Michelle Visage, her favorite lip sync of all time. Oh, I did not know that. That shit is fierce as fuck. How do you not mention Sugar and Spice? They are just such an iconic drag duo. I was obsessed with Bratz dolls when I was a kid, so obviously everything about their drag is really fun.
Sugar went home first, right?
Yeah.
I was really sad. I was
She
like,
did.
They should, I don't know.
I think she went home for Snatch Game.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because that was a hot ass mess, bitch.
Yes.
Oh my god. And then my last honorable mention for that season is Amethyst. And the main reason is another T-girl. Stop. Another reason is she did this fucking song for her stupid lip sync, like talent show, and where she had like a baby on her back and she was like walking around the stage with a glass of wine. And that stupid fucking song comes on at my job. And someone in the back is trolling me because they keep putting it on. And so I am literally just forced to think about Amethyst all the time.
All day long?
All day long, dude. That song comes on and I'm like, here we go. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I wish I had a glass of wine right now. Jesus Christ. Alrighty, guys. On to 16. We're almost done. 2 more. My absolute favorite. It was really hard for a lot of these seasons, but these last couple, it did get really hard to actually pick my favorites because there are just so many talented queens. But Q was my favorite, the house down boots. As a fashion girly myself, just seeing the way that Q was able to construct garments, like she brought her entire Drag Race package that she made herself.
Right. That's not a lot of them do.
Like, and it was not any singular one of the outfits was not just a little bodysuit. Right. It was not, it makes sense for the challenge, but it was more on the safe side. Like, everything she does is big and avant-garde and, like, just very similar to Utica. Like, I liken them two on the same kind of level. Like, they create such big, grand, beautiful costuming. It's fucking crazy. Ken, what's your favorite, Mom?
Plain Jane, which is surprising because she is a cunty bitch. But I don't know what it is about her. I just, from the moment she stepped on the entrance for the workroom, I just fell in love with her. It was just great.
She's fun.
I'm picky when it comes to my cuntiness because certain ones I'm okay with and others I'm not. Because she wasn't, I don't know, like Mistress was just a mean bitch. I don't think Plain was super mean.
I think it's more
she did it in a more subtle undercut way, which is probably not nice.
Plain does it in the stereotypical, like, cunty drag queen way. She does it in punches. She does it in reads. She is just like, ooh, sister, that's a mess. Right. But it is dripping in sarcasm. And she has so much more attitude behind it. When Mistress says it, she's saying it to be rude.
Yeah, true. Yes, I think that's my difference.
As a straightforward, direct shot.
Yep.
Not, this is all in good fun, and while I do also think you're messy, I do care about you, and it's not like a big deal, you know? I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Right. Mistress tries to make you feel bad.
On purpose, for sure.
Which is why I love her, because me too, bitch. That's what's up.
Okay, then we have Nymphia.
Our winner. Another winner. She was so much fun. I love a kooky queen.
Love how randomly she was the banana queen, and then, I know we're not fully talking about other branches of Drag Race, but then Lemon wins. Like, it was great too.
Yeah, we were having the yellow queens have their moments. That shit was fierce. And then obviously Saphira Crystal, she was an incredible performer. Everything that she did just had so much professionalism and polish. Like, she came in there knowing exactly what it was that she does, exactly who she is as a person, and I loved every little bit and piece. And in the same way, Morphine. Oh my God. She came in and said, I am the BBL queen. And that's it, gal. She can
run that booty.
And she can buck, and she can take her butt. And that's about it. And But that's what we're here for,
it was
girl.
good.
And she is funny. I think Morphine is hilarious. Yes. But just more on the general level, just as a person, not more, really in, like, the comedy challenges.
Correct.
Those were a little bit.
There are a lot of them that are that way that I love, and I'm like, they're going to be so funny. And then the comedy challenge happens, and I'm like, whoa.
Because not only is it the pressure, but I also feel that way about me. Like, I would love to do stand-up comedy. I think I would be an incredible stand-up comic for the exact same reason that I have this fucking podcast. I am a great storyteller. I love doing the little punches and the jabs. It's the writing. It's the actual formation, because that's a literal science. Like, there is an exact formula to the way that it needs to be, like, on a timeline. And you've got to have your callbacks in there. And, like, comedy is such a specific art, and you can't be good at it just being funny off the cuff. That's not how it works. And then our last one for that season, poor Mirage, dude. She could have done so much better and gone so fucking far if she would have known her lip sync words. What are we doing,
How do you
guys?
not know that?
This is literally...
You know this is what's going to either
that's the
keep
whole
you
show.
or send you home.
That's literally the whole show, bitch, is lip syncing.
Like, come on.
Why are we not doing the lip sync songs? I have heard that the way that it works is that they give them like a full like track list of songs, and then there are some weeks that have like alternate songs. So you may or may not be doing the song you thought you were going to be doing,
but you should know them all.
That track list at the beginning of the season. Any time that you had in your hotel by yourself, you should be playing those songs, writing down those lyrics, doing whatever you need to do to memorize those words.
Yep.
Like, what? It's like the same thing as these bitches that come in here and ain't taking one single sewing class.
Yep.
You knew you were going to come here and make an outfit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Do something.
Yep.
All right, guys. And finally, on to the last. We are officially here.
Our favorite is the same.
Lydia Butthole Collins. Like, what a fucking drag name, dude. And Rue just walking around calling her butthole for the rest of the season gave me so much life on All Stars. And she was just as good, and then got her little additions and grew just a little bit, and she was so much fun.
Because normally I don't like when a queen goes from one season into an All Stars, because I don't think there's enough time in between, but I think Lydia was good enough that she did good.
Well, and that was the literal reason that Georges didn't come back until 9, because she had been asked multiple times to come back for All Stars, and she was like, I'm not ready.
Yeah. Which is good. I give her credit. Yeah, I give her credit for that.
That's amazing.
For sure.
Most people are not big enough to be able to say, you know what, I'm not quite ready for that. I have some more things that I need to learn and get ready and be more prepared to deal with that. Right. So, we live. Come on, Georges.
Get it.
Anya Nerve. She won season 17. Yep. She was such a good time. It just, like, her drag is not my favorite type of drag.
Right. I get why. I know that for you. Because you like the...
I need me an over-the-top campy queen.
She is not that.
She's not.
She's very polished.
They pull it back.
They don't quite go so crazy and so big.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Really... this entire season again, but we'll kind of limit it down to another 5 or 6. Jewel Sparkles. I loved everything that she did on her season. She was so much fun. Her personality was the best. When her dad walked into the workroom and said, "Hey, queen!"
Oh my god!
I fucking died. Too good.
The family ones are.
They always kill me. And she's had the craziest life. All kinds of sicknesses and illnesses and all kinds of things. She like said she wasn't going to be able to walk, and she's a bucking drag queen now. Like, that's so crazy. Lexi Love. She was another amazing queen.
She's one that had a bunch of her looks from Utica.
Yes, Utica did, I think, 4 of Lexi's looks from this season, but one of them did not make it to the air. But obviously, Utica posted it, and that's how we saw it. I really liked what Lexi did. She was just one of those queens that I knew wasn't going to win.
Yeah. She was good. She was fun, but you knew.
She wasn't good enough, and she wasn't RuPaul's favorite.
Yeah.
Like, Susie Toot.
Oh.
She was so Susie Toot. Her little redemption arc at the Lollapalooza at the end of the season.
So good.
When she came back and her makeup skills were better and her lip sync skills were better and her outfits were better, she said, "This is how you go home and let it cook, bitch."
Watch this.
Oh my God, she stepped it the fuck up, and I'm so proud of her.
Part of the thing too is in the middle of the season, we're like, "Come on, the judges are giving you critiques. Get on it." But they bring what they bring. They have what they have there. They don't. I mean, makeup can be better. You can do better at makeup.
Go around, ask the girls, get tips,
You can be able to do that better. But like their looks, they bring what they bring. They may have a backup outfit that they could have done differently, but they can't go and do a whole new wardrobe in the middle of the season.
Right.
So I get that. So, but hers was good.
Yeah, big
For sure.
fan. And then you can't round off Butt Toot King without mentioning Corey King. She had the best interviews and talking heads of the entire season. Anytime that Corey King was in that little confessional she was giving her commentary on these bitches, every single time was a banger. Everything was so fucking funny. I definitely knew that bitch wasn't gonna win. Her drag needed to be stepped up.
For sure.
But everything that she's done since Drag Race is
killer.
So fun. She has made a living doing fucking cameos, making fun of her sisters on her season, making fun of other celebrities. Like she has a Michael Jackson impersonation that she does. She had a whole Grinch outfit.
Oh yes, that was good.
Insane. This bitch really turned it around and made the most ridiculous career out of just being herself, and that is too fierce. We live
and we know we're gonna want to go see their show.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Next time around, we're buying tickets.
Absolutely.
And then my last mention is my last mention. Mom said she could have done with or without, but I am a huge fan of Sam Starr. I'm a huge fan of Trinity the Tuck, and she's Trinity's drag daughter. You can also kind of make the relation that she's related to Jules Sparkles, because Trinity the Tuck is related to Chantel Sparkles, and Chantel Sparkles is Jules' mom. Yeah. So Sam is like, because I think Sam is also, or I'm sorry, I think Chantel is also one of Trinity's daughters. So Sam is like Jules' drag auntie.
Yeah.
And Trinity's her drag grandma.
Right.
But anyways, I just love her drag. I love pageant drag. I love big hair and I love big makeup. Like, I also love the, like, bless your heart kind of jabs. Yeah. Like, those are so fun.
They are.
And she's from fucking Alabama, bitch. She's got them. So, mine and Taylor's friend, Anton, that I met at the wedding, he is friends with Sam Starr. He did drag with her back in Alabama when he was living out there. I think that's fucking crazy. Again, what a small world. But I just think that this goes to show that there is a type of drag for everybody.
Absolutely.
There is always some kind of this show that you are going to enjoy, that is going to make you feel like you are a part of it. Yep. It makes you happy. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to cry. It makes you do all of the things. And that is what is so beautiful about the Drag Race franchise and the Drag Race community.
My grandson loved it when he was a baby. All the lights, the colors, every time music. The runway would start and RuPaul would come out, he would clap and get so excited.
He was also like really obsessed with bald men when he was a baby, and so like when Ru came out just in
the workroom,
in her suits and shit, he would lose his mind, and it was so fucking funny. Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, for me, even personally, I brought my entire family into watching Drag Race with me. My parents have gone to march with me at Pride. We have gone to 2 of the Drag Race finale tapings.
Yes.
The first one that we got to go to was season 14 with Bosco and Willow and Daya.
In Vegas.
And it was in Vegas because that was the first live one that they did after the pandemic. Mm-hmm. So we literally had to drive to Vegas, be there for the taping, and then drive home because we all had to work the next day. But it was one of the best times. God,
we had such a fun time.
Best times of my life.
Seeing that finale live was really good.
It was incredible.
And that's when I learned, I knew RuPaul was tall, but seeing RuPaul in person on that stage, like, it's insane.
Especially like standing next to some of these little teeny
queens are like, and then RuPaul's like up here, like, what the hell? Crazy.
That is one tall bitch, because RuPaul is 6'4", not in heels.
Right. And being that one was right after COVID, they had a separate entrance for like all the queens that were coming from the season and previous seasons. So you didn't really get to meet them. We were yelling down at them from our seats.
For sure. Literally, I was trying to meet Eureka, and we were trying to like do a thing, but then they had to keep filming, and so I didn't get to, and I was pissed. And then, like I said, we had to drive immediately back home. So we're in the car on the way back to California, and two of my friends from Universal.
We had a great time with them.
Incredible. They called me because these bitches went to fucking Denny's and ran into Eureka. And so I got to FaceTime with Eureka and just sob.
I'm driving the car on the freeway, and Dallas is crying, just talking to Eureka in the back of the car.
Telling her how much she means to me and how much she inspires me.
It was great.
And how incredible of a person she is. And she just needs to keep doing what she's doing because we live.
Because, again, what an amazing person that she would even be like, sure, I'll talk to her. She could have been like, no. You know?
And then that was the end of the phone call. She was just like, all right, girl, I'm going to go get me my pancakes. And I said, yes, we live. I was so excited. And then the following year, it was back here in LA. And so it was much easier to attend. But that finale was crazy so because there was so many things that they had to film. It felt like so much bigger of a production than the Vegas finale. And there was one less queen competing in the finale.
Right.
Like, season 14 had 5 queens. Season 15 had 4. Right. Like, make it make sense. But I will make it make sense for you. Is because while they were filming Anitra's finale solo, one of her backup dancers literally broke his fucking leg.
While they were filming.
We literally watched it happen. And
so they had to take care of him. They had to stop, take care of him, get him off in an ambulance. And then she had to go backstage and re-choreograph everything.
Her entire number.
With everybody to be able to come out and redo it.
It was crazy. And it definitely was not as good the second time.
No, the first one.
The first time was so hype. I still don't think she ever would have won against Sasha Colby. But
I think they were just, she was in her head.
Yeah.
Because of what had just happened.
They were worried about their friend.
Where they were going to be. Yeah. The other dancers were concerned. But this one, we got to be up close with celebrities. It was great. You walk in, they were all just standing there. We took pictures with Frankie Grande, which I am obsessed with him because I am also obsessed with the show Big Brother, and he was on Big Brother. We took photos with Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, which, oh my god,
that was so exciting.
So crazy.
He is just as beautiful in person as he is on TV.
Loved her.
Oh my god.
Tim went to go get drinks and got a picture with
Angeria and Camden.
We were like, what the hell?
I was like, the one time I chose not to go down to the bar and they get pictures with these fucking queens. God damn it.
But they were all just walking around hanging out. It wasn't like they were separate. It was really fun.
It was really fun. I had such a great time. I'm really bummed because these last 2 seasons, they've started to film it like on the smaller, like actual sound stage for smaller audiences, which like, I guess I get. On a production level, it's much easier, it's much cheaper, but holy whatever.
We were
but what the fuck? Invite a bitch.
Oh, because also the one in LA we met, what was our friend's name that joined us? That was in line with us.
La Diamond.
Yes. So you meet so many fun people.
She's a local queen of Florida.
Yeah. She gave herself a birthday present to come here and be a part of the finale because that's what she wanted to do.
So she was by herself, so she came and hung out with us
all day. It was great.
It was such a fun time.
We had a great time.
Just another example of how it's just always bringing people together.
Right.
You know?
For sure.
But thank you guys for tuning in. This episode has been chaos. It is definitely the longest episode I've done so far. And I could have kept talking. We really had to fucking put this shit on a speed wagon and just like run it down. Because all we even talked about was queens.
Right. We didn't even talk about anything but
anything that actually happened
that we liked.
Iconic moments in Drag Race history.
But the songs that we loved that are on repeat in my car.
Oh my god. Yeah. Our favorite musicals.
Right.
So stay tuned.
Another episode.
Stay tuned. There will be more drag content coming your way because there's no way that we're going to avoid it. You know, it's just a part of my entire life.
Thanks for asking me to come do this.
Thanks for being on the pod.
I love you.
Love you.
All right, guys. Till next time.
On the next one. Peace out, nerds.